Everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. Today's video, as you see from the title, is going to be a what you actually need for baby and don't need video. I watched a ton of these whenever I was pregnant with baby Jack, who right now is sitting on the couch, so nice, playing by himself. We'll see how long that lasts, if he'll let me film this entire video. But I loved watching these videos whenever I was pregnant. Just helped me really gain an insight as to what I needed to put on my baby registry. And there's so many baby announcements right now. I swear every time I log on to Instagram, there's another baby announcement. And I also figure with the holiday season coming up, this would be a great time for people to give gifts to a mama that you know, someone who's pregnant, currently expecting, or if you were like me and you're currently pregnant and you're trying to figure out what to put on your baby registry, I'm going to go through my own registry today and just tell you guys what we used, what's worth having, what's not worth having, maybe some things that you can wait to see if you need. Honestly, I did put a lot of thought into my baby registry, and I feel like I'm really happy with how it turned out. I am really grateful for every single thing that we received during my baby shower, but there's definitely some things that I could have waited on. There's certain things that I didn't need as much, or just some things that I ended up not really like using, some other people and you may love. So I'm just gonna go through the list. I don't really have like a list in front of me of things that I love, things that I don't love. I'm just going to go through my baby registry and share with you guys one item at a time, if I used it or if I didn't. Okay, the first two items on my baby registry are a baby play mat and a baby gate. So Jack is only 3 months old, and obviously he doesn't need a baby gate right now because he's not mobile, he's not crawling. He's at an easy age right now. Like right now he's just sitting on the couch playing with his little mobile thing. So I do currently have a baby gate down in our basement that I plan to put up whenever he's mobile, so probably closer to like 6-7 months, just whenever I feel like I need to contain him a little bit more. So I will keep you guys updated on that, but I do think that's a great item to add to your baby registry. A baby play mat is essential even if they're not mobile, so just somewhere that you can lay them down on, somewhere that they can crawl around on once they're crawling, somewhere to do tummy time on. I feel like a baby play mat is a really nice thing to add to your registry, and I would recommend adding a baby gate of some sort just for whenever they are mobile. Something that wasn't on my registry but something that I do feel like is a must-have for your nursery is a really nice quality recliner chair. This is something that was a must-have for me. I knew that I was going to be spending hours in his nursery feeding him, rocking him, letting him contact nap on me, so I wanted to have a chair that was very comfortable to lay in. We have the Mila Power Swivel Nursery Glider Recliner from Cheetah Living. It's in this really pretty cream white color. Not only do I love just how this chair looks, it just has such a unique charm. I love the flared armrest, not only just because it does just add to that style, but it also provides just really nice support for your arms. It has a 270-degree swivel, glide, and recline function, which is so nice, and it's electric, so with a push of a button, it can smoothly adjust to any angle between 90 degrees and 135 degrees. Whether you're breastfeeding, just wanting to soothe your baby or feed your baby, it's really common that you will spend hours sitting down holding your baby, so it's very nice to have a comfortable place to do that. I also love that the recliner allows you to raise the footrest without reclining the back, so it just helps kind of relieve that leg pressure. So comfortable. If you have a TV in your nursery, you can just lean back, watch TV, contact nap with your baby all day. It also has a built-in USB and Type-C ports to charge your devices at any time. It has a really supportive backrest, and it also has side storage pockets for easy access to baby items. I cannot recommend this chair more. I love that it glides, it swivels, it reclines, it really does it all with the push of a button too. It's electric, so it's not manual, you don't have to pull anything. It's super smooth and super quiet, which is something I want to mention, because when you have a sleeping baby in your arms and you need to transfer them to the crib, the last thing you want to do is have a super loud chair that you have to put down. It's really quiet. It's so comfy, so cozy. We literally spend hours in it every single day. Obviously, it's nice that it's also really beautiful and looks so nice in his nursery. Cheetah Living has so many beautiful furniture pieces. This is just one of them. It's so hard to decide, I know, whenever you're designing your nursery, but I highly recommend checking out Cheetah Living. I will have the glider that we use specifically linked down in the description box below, as well as their website. All right, there are a ton of baby toys and different like baby activities that you can add to your baby registry. Like you can do like a water mat, you can do the Purple Monkey piano play mat, the baby Einstein fishbowl thing. There's so many. I'm not really gonna go through like each toy, but I do have on my Amazon storefront a list of like Jack's favorites, and I also have some gifts that I'm getting him for Christmas that I think he would really like. So if you guys are interested in like toys and activities and stuff like that, you can check out my storefront, and there's a whole list of toys on there. But kind of going along with playmat, I feel like an activity gym of some sort is so essential. We use our activity gyms every single day. We actually have a few. So we have the Love Every activity gym. That one is definitely a little bit more of an investment, but I feel like it's the best one. It's the sturdiest one. It comes with the most like additions that you can add on to it, like contrast cards and different little rattles and stuff like that. We also have just like this really soft plush activity gym from Amazon that we keep in our sunroom. It's really nice just to have different areas of the house that you can bring baby to, because I promise you, even at like 2 months old, they do get bored and need to like switch up their environment. So yeah, definitely recommend getting some different activity gyms. Obviously the Purple Monkey piano play mat, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put it on the screen, is like a hit amongst all babies, and I bought into it. I was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna see if Jack likes it. And I will say, whenever he was really little, I don't think he was super into it until he could like learn to kick the piano. But now that he's kicking, like right now in front of me, he's just like kicking like crazy. He loves it. Like he literally could spend hours on that playmat. So definitely recommend the piano playmat, even though it's a little loud and obnoxious. Still worth it. Okay, let's talk baby bouncers and baby swings. We have a couple of these, so you definitely don't need as much stuff as we have. I feel like we were really lucky because we were gifted a few things for my baby shower. Brands have gifted me a few things, and there's a couple of things that I bought with my own money. None of this stuff you need. For a happy, healthy baby, truly all they need is you, your love, food, warmth, and a place to sleep. But this stuff definitely helps, especially as a first-time mom. As far as baby bouncers and like baby swings and places to put them, we have the Baby Bjorn baby bouncer. I'll put a picture on the screen. It is probably the best bouncer. Unfortunately, it is one of the more pricey ones, but we've tried out a few of them, and it's just the most comfy, the most bouncy. Babies just love it. He could spend all day in there, although we don't let him. They're not supposed to spend like hours in there during the day, but he does love it. But there are more affordable baby bouncers. We did have the Baby Delight bouncer. That one to me just wasn't quite as bouncy, and it wasn't like quite as comfy for him, but it is more affordable and it practically does the same thing. We also have a swing, so like an electronic swing that kind of like moves him back and forth. He still loves it. He's definitely getting a little bit big for it, but he does still love it, and it's great for that infant phase. Okay, he's getting a bit fussy. I moved him closer to me, and we're gonna do some contrast cards. We're gonna multitask while we film. Speaking of contrast cards, 10 out of 10 recommend putting some type of contrast cards. There's like contrast books, like white and black books. The Love Every Play Gym comes with a big kit full of contrast cards and books. It comes with like this little thing I'll show you right here. It comes with this little gadget that you can put next to them during tummy time. He loves a good contrast card. We always laugh about it because anytime he's fussy, we just like put these in front of his face and he's just like entranced. But going back to baby swings and bouncers, definitely worth the investment to have some sort of swing or bouncer to put them in throughout the day. It's definitely nice to have like a station in your house where you can place baby in case you need to get something done. Wait, Jack's gonna join us for this segment of the video because right now he just wants to be on mom. He's got his little Christmas PJs on right now. Speaking of PJs and like baby clothes, the next step on my registry is a ton of just like different baby clothes and stuff like that. As far as baby clothes go, I say do whatever you want. I know people will give you a lot of hate if you have a ton of baby clothes on your registry, like, oh, you don't need all these. If you want to dress your baby up and you want to have a closet full of cute baby clothes, then you do it. If that's what makes you happy, then do it. We had a ton of cute baby clothes for him, and I don't regret it for a second. It's so much fun dressing him in a new outfit every single day. I will say definitely make sure that whatever you're putting on your registry or whatever you're buying kind of aligns with the seasons, the time of year, just because We had a bunch of clothes that didn't end up aligning with his age and the season that we just didn't get a lot of use out of. For example, a lot of his like 3 to 6 month short sleeves and shorts we're not gonna be able to use because he's in 3 to 6 month clothes right now and it's starting to get cold out. So yeah, just make sure that it all aligns and you kind of like strategically plan the clothes that you buy. But other than that, I say buy whatever baby clothes you want. Obviously, you definitely don't need a ton of baby clothes. So if you're coming to watch this to find out like, okay, what do I really need? You really just need a lot of really nice sleepers. Like this is an example of a sleeper. It's just like a big onesie, comfy sleeper. Definitely get the double zips, the one that zip up from the bottom, because those late night diaper changes, you're not gonna wanna be taking their entire outfit off. But yeah, definitely like a lot of good sleepers. He's in sleepers like 8 times out of 10. We just put him in a sleeper during the day. If we go out of the house, I do like to put him in like a cute sweater and some pants or something like that, but it's definitely not necessary to buy a bunch of cute fancy clothes because really babies just want to be in like a comfy onesie all day. But it's definitely good to have a variety, so definitely put like some baby socks on there, maybe some hats, some pants, some shorts, some short sleeve onesies and some long sleeve onesies. It's definitely nice to kind of have a variety. As far as places to shop, we really love Amazon, Kite Baby, Old Navy, H&M Baby has a lot of really cute stuff. Really, there's so many different places to shop for baby clothes and it's so much fun. This little sleeper is from Old Navy. They have their Christmas jammies out right now. If you want to go snag them, even if you're pregnant and your baby's gonna be here next Christmas, still go online because they have really, really great deals right now for their baby PJs. Okay, we put him on his piano mat for a little bit. We'll see if he wants to play on there while I finish this video. Okay, next up on my registry was a lot of like bathing essentials. I do think it's really important to have stuff for baths. So just going through it real quick, I feel like having baby towels is really, really nice. They come with like that little hood and they're just like that really soft material and perfect size to wrap up baby. So get a set of baby towels. As far as like in the actual bath, bless you. Bless you. We really like this Angel Care baby bathtub. It's perfect size for them for when they're really tiny and he still fits in it. And then I've heard that you can flip it over and turn it kind of into like a baby seat whenever they're a little bit bigger. I'll let you know if we try that out. But we put them on that little Angel Care baby bathtub with a towel over it every single night. That way we can like wrap him up in the towel whenever he gets cold. We also have this little Frida Baby Control the Flow rinse cup. So it's really nice for pouring water over their head and just over their body. We do have the little kneeling pad that you can put next to the bathtub, which is just really nice on your knees whenever you're constantly bending over and like having to kneel down to bathe them. But not a necessity, but just something nice to have. And of course, it's really nice just to have like washcloths and baby shampoo and body wash. Honestly, the brand doesn't really matter. We do use the Aveeno Baby, we've used the Tubby Todd, and the Honest body wash. They're all really nice. Next up is diapering. So this one's controversial. I feel like some people feel like it's a must, some people don't. We have a wipe warmer and some people think it's a waste of money. Personally, we love it. Jack does not like a cold wipe. He never has. Ever since he was a little infant, he would like freak out if you put a cold wipe on him. It's definitely not a must, but I do feel like most babies prefer a warm wipe. So it's really nice, especially for those like cold middle of the night diaper changes. I feel like it's just more soothing and it doesn't like wake them up or like upset them as much. We still use it every day and I just feel better about using a warm wipe on him. He doesn't freak out as much whenever we do have to use like cold wipes whenever we're out on the go, but it's still just nice whenever we're at home. Another more controversial topic is the diaper pail. Some people will swear that you do not need a diaper pail, which is just like the little trash can next to your changing table. A lot of people say it's super easy just to bring the diapers to the trash can in your house, but I personally love having the diaper pail right next to it. So if we have like a dirty diaper, throw it in there. We empty it out every couple days. It does fill up very fast. We have the Ubi diaper pail. I'll put a picture right here. There's a few different versions online that you can get. We really like this Ubi one though. Super easy, makes diaper changes a lot faster and quicker, just being able to throw it in there real quick. But again, total personal preference. If you feel like it's easier just to throw out your dirty diapers in your house trash can, then do it. We like having the diaper pail. Okay, something I feel like you do not need that we bought too many of are these diaper changing pads, like the ones that you can bring on the go. We had a pack of like 6 leather diaper changing pads. We personally just do not use them. We have different diaper changing stations. Like we have the one in his nursery where he has like an actual diaper pad or changing pad. And then whenever he was really little and we did like middle of the night diaper changes in bed, I literally would just change him on our bed. I'd put a burp cloth under him. I never was like going to grab these little diaper changing pads, but if that's something that you feel like you would get a lot of use out of, go for it. We personally just didn't use them. Another thing that I feel like I bought way too much of, I don't know why I thought that my baby would just have like a constant diaper rash, but I stocked up on diaper creams and like the spatulas to apply the diaper creams. I feel like I've just heard so many stories of babies having diaper rashes that I was like, oh, for sure mine will have diaper rashes and I'll have to use cream every single day. Well, Jack's like never had a diaper rash, so we have all these creams that we've only used like a handful of times. There's like a couple times where I thought like, oh, it looked a little red and I would put like a tiny bit on there, but realistically he hasn't even needed it once yet in 3 months. So maybe that's something that you could definitely just wait on, like the creams and stuff like that. Maybe just wait. It's nice to have it on hand, maybe get 1 tube, but I definitely don't think you need to like stock up like I did. Okay, as far as diapers themselves, this one's kind of tricky. It's totally up to you. Maybe ask your friends and family, see kind of like what they did. We had a diaper party. So my husband Kyle had a diaper party is what they call it, with a bunch of his guy friends, where basically they just get together and hang out, but they have to bring a box of diapers. So we asked for size 1 and 2 diapers just because I already had a box of newborns. As far as newborn diapers go, I would probably wait on them. Buy 1 box if that makes you feel better. It definitely depends how big your baby is for how long they'll be in newborn diapers. Jack was born early, so he was really tiny. He was in newborn diapers for the first month, I want to say, maybe a little bit longer. But we still only used like a couple boxes of newborn diapers, so definitely don't like stock up on the newborn diapers. I would recommend getting a more like size 1s and 2s. He's currently in size 1s. He's probably about to be in size 2s here soon. So he uses more of those. So I would definitely recommend holding off on the newborn. If anything, you can overnight a newborn diaper box if you really need it when they're born, but you don't want to waste money on it and not end up using it. I do think there's some stores where you can exchange diaper sizes though. Like if you buy or if you have a newborn diaper box, you can go to like Target, I'm pretty sure is one of the stores, and you can exchange it for a different size without paying. Okay, something else that I had way too much of that you don't need. I had so many diaper caddies, you guys. I don't know why I thought I would need, again, like a diaper changing station in every single room of the house. Maybe some people do like to have a changing station just like right in front of them no matter where they are. Our house isn't that big, so personally it's not a big deal just to bring him to his nursery and his changing table to change him. I had like 3 diaper caddies. I had one in our living room, one in our bedroom, one in his nursery. We had one in our car. I guess I thought I was gonna be changing diapers like every second of the day in every room of the house, everywhere I go. Just not the case. So yeah, in the beginning you are changing a lot of diapers, don't get me wrong, but for us it wasn't that hard just to bring him to his nursery and change him on his changing table. So yeah, that's up to you, but I definitely don't feel like you need 100 different diaper changing stations in your house and a bunch of different diaper caddies. As far as the changing pad goes, a lot of people get that Kikaroo really nice expensive luxury diaper changing pad. Oh yeah? He is in his talking era. He has become so chatty the last few days. He's back up on the couch now, by the way. We're just making it work. So as far as that Kikaroo changing pad, I loved the look of it. I was like, oh, it's so aesthetic. It's so cute. I love that it's like wipeable, and I almost bought into it, but someone that I know said that they actually didn't love it because it's very cold when you set the baby down and you end up having to put like a pad down over it anyways. So she told me just to wait on it and see if it's something that I really want in the future. I just ended up buying one of those plain, I'll put like a picture on the screen, just a diaper changing pad from Amazon. It works perfectly fine. We love it. We use it every single day, and I definitely do not regret not spending the money on that really expensive one. I do recommend having some sort of portable diaper changing pad to bring on the go, like in the car with you. Jack. We have our Baby Brezza diaper bag, like it's a backpack, and it actually has a diaper changing pad in it that like unzips, you can lay it down. But yeah, any sort of just like diaper changing pad that you can bring on the go to change in your car, or if you go over to like a friend's house, or if you go out, it's really nice to have. Okay, the next list on my baby registry was feeding. So we're obviously not quite there yet. We're not introducing solids until he's a little bit older, but he's just drinking bottles right now. So I obviously can't really offer much of an opinion on what we used, but I will let you know what we received off of our registry. So we did receive a bunch of bibs. So we have some like of those muslin cotton baby bibs. We also have some of the more like silicone baby bibs. As far as feeding, we do have some of those like suction bowls and suction plates, as well as the little like silicone spoons and forks. We do have a high chair. We haven't used it yet. It's the Regalo brand. I'll put it on the screen. Like I said, we haven't used it, so I don't have much of an opinion on it yet, but I'll let you guys know once we do use it. I do know my sister-in-law loves her splash mat that she puts underneath her high chair just to make cleanup a little bit easier, so we do have that on our registry, and I'm assuming we'll probably use it a lot. As far as bottle feeding goes and like bottle supplies that I think you need versus don't need, it definitely depends if you are doing exclusively bottle feeding versus breastfeeding versus formula feeding. Obviously, fed is best, and I truly believe that. A fed baby is a happy baby. So whether you're going breastfeeding route or formula route, it doesn't matter. It's just fed is best. Remember that, and don't put too much pressure on yourself. But I will share with you what we used in the very beginning. When I was breastfeeding, we did use the Dr. Brown's baby bottle warmer. We did really like that. We used it every single day for almost every single bottle, just because I was refrigerating my breast milk. So it was really nice to be able to warm it up for him. As far as drying racks, we had one of those little grass drying racks, and we actually never ended up using it. It was just sitting on our counter forever. We actually preferred the Ubi like vertical baby bottle drying rack. So drying racks can also be something that you can kind of wait on and see if it's something that you really need, if you have counter space for it, if it's something that you actually even end up using at all. Some things that I do think are worth stocking up on and having as far as like baby health care, we had like the Frida Baby nail trimmers. We have the clipper and the electric. We personally like the electric one. Some people like the manual nail clipper a lot better. It's just personal preference, I think. We love the Frida Baby nose sucker. I know it's kind of gross, but it really does come in handy whenever your baby's congested, and Jack was really congested in the beginning. We also have the electric nasal aspirator, but I didn't even feel like that one works nearly as good as the one that you like manually suck. Those are just really nice to have on hand because chances of your baby being congested are pretty high. By far one of our most used baby products are this Frida Baby 3-in-1 nail, ear, and nose picker thing. It's crazy how much you need to pick when you have a baby. You'll have to get things out of their nose, their ears, their nails. It's crazy. So we use this all the time. Definitely nice to have on hand. We also have a thermometer that we've had to use a couple times. We really like this one. Again, I will have all of these things linked down in the description box below. They're all on my storefront. We haven't had to give him much medicine yet, but we do have some medicine on hand. We have like some baby Tylenol. We have like the little Passy medicine applicator thing. As far as supplements that we have given him that we do really love, we've given him the Mylokin gas straps. We did give him a probiotic for the first couple months of his life. There's a bunch online. We really like the Mommy's Bliss brand. We used vitamin D drops for the first couple months of his life as well. Definitely ask your doctor, ask your pediatrician as far as supplements to give your baby. Don't take my advice for it. Definitely always check with your doctor when you're giving your baby anything, but we did like the Mommy's Bliss brand for a lot of those supplements. You guys have probably heard this one everywhere, but the Miss Mouth's stain remover, we love it. It really does get out every single stain. If your baby has a blowout, I'm assuming whenever he's eating solids, it'll really come in handy too. Babies are gonna stain their clothes. That's just how it is. So it's really nice to have a good stain remover on hand. Speaking of congestion, I just saw this on my list. This is something we use every single night, the Frida Baby humidifier. This is not sponsored by Frida Baby, although it sounds like it is. We love having a humidifier in his room. We feel it just really does help with congestion. And of course, if your baby gets sick, it's really nice to have too. Okay, we're gonna finish off this video with kind of just like a fire round of things that you need and don't need. The Hatch portable sound machine is a must-have. We use it every single night whenever he's sleeping. Obviously, if you have a different sound machine that you like using, they pretty much all work the same. We love having a sound machine in his room. The Hatch sound machine is our favorite. We love the Tommy Tippy pacifiers. He doesn't take passies as much as he used to, but when he was little, he loved these ones. I do not recommend stocking up on like 100 different brands of pacifiers because you just don't know if your baby's even gonna take a pacifier. You really don't know what brand they're gonna like, so maybe kind of experiment with that whenever they're here. I do recommend having some sort of baby swaddle. He loved the Love to Dream Arms Up baby swaddle. He's now in the Merlin Magic sleep suit, loves it. There's so many swaddle types out there. You don't need to stock up on 100 different ones. You can honestly even wait till your baby is here, because when they're first born and they're so teeny, you can just wrap them up in this blanket or muslin swaddles. Okay, I took a quick break for a bottle. Speaking of bottles, we do really like the Dr. Brown's anti-colic bottles. There's a ton of different bottles out there as well. We kind of went overboard on stocking up on different like bottles and parts and stuff like that. Honestly, just use what you have. The Dr. Brown bottles are really, really nice. Obviously babies are kind of particular sometimes with bottles, so they may not take to all of them. So maybe just try out one at a time. I wouldn't put like 5 different brands on your baby registry because you won't end up using all of them, but he has always really taken to the Dr. Brown's bottles. Something that you probably don't need as much as I thought I would need is a bunch of different types of like baby blankets and baby like muslin swaddles. We had packs of like 10 the muslin swaddles, and although yeah, you do use them a little bit in the beginning, you don't need 100 of them. You just need a couple of them. So yeah, we have just like an entire drawer and they're full of baby blankets and swaddles and stuff like that. You just really don't need that many. It's nice to have, I guess, but just something to think about. I put on my registry just like a bunch of different types of swaddles and blankets and stuff that we really didn't even end up using. Totally forgot to mention this earlier when talking about like stations and places to put baby. It's so nice to have a DockATot or a Snuggle Me. This is essential, I feel like, whenever your baby is a newborn, especially. He lived in his DockATot. I'll put it on the screen if you're not familiar with what it is. It's just a nice little baby lounger. They're not supposed to sleep in them, although babies do love snoozing in them, but they are just like so comfy, and there's something that's just like so snuggly about them that babies just feel really safe and happy in them. Like I said, he literally lived in it, and I don't know what we would have done without it the first month or two. I swear anytime we set him down, we would set him down in his DockATot. The Snuggle Me is very similar to the DockATot. It's just another baby lounger. So nice to have. We also have a boppy. It's actually in that little bassinet behind us. A boppy pillow is also really, really nice to have, as far as just like somewhere to put baby whenever they're on your lap, when you're feeding them, when you're breastfeeding them. It's really nice, especially when they're really tiny. As far as bassinets go, we do have 2 different bassinets. You don't need 2, but we use the Newton Living one in our bedroom, and then we use this Halo one out in the living room. We don't use this Halo one anymore just because he's outgrown it. He's a big boy now, and that one's better for whenever they're infants, but it is really nice to have a bassinet that you can kind of keep in your living room or in your kitchen or just downstairs if his nursery is upstairs, for example. But you definitely don't need 2. We did love having a bedside bassinet for him. It's just nice to have them so close to you, especially when they're so little and they're still waking up every hour in the middle of the night. Really, really nice just to be able to lean over and grab them. Now, this is kind of controversial. Some people think that you don't need it. We personally loved our Owlet monitor. If you're not familiar with what that is, it's just a heart rate monitor that you put on their foot just for extra peace of mind at nighttime. It tracks their oxygen levels, their heart rate, temperature, their sleep windows, a bunch of different stuff. Obviously, if you don't feel like you need it, don't splurge on it. I personally love it. He still wears it every single night at 3 months old. It just gives me a lot of peace of mind. I know that if anything were to happen, an alarm would go off and let me know. So yeah, again, just kind of personal preference, but we do love it. On the Owlet Socks website, you can also get the package that comes with the baby monitor. So you can have the camera as well that attaches to the app, so you can open up your phone and see all of their like vitals, as well as use it as a baby monitor. And we did use that whenever he was in his bassinet next to our bed. Right now we use the Hello Baby baby monitor on his crib at nighttime. It's really nice. It just has the little portable baby monitor that I keep next to my bed. It has video and sound. around, and it's really affordable. I don't think you need anything super fancy. I know some people love their Nanit baby monitor. I would say it's comparable to the Owlet baby monitor if you want to try something more techy out like that, but if you want something affordable, we do love our Hello Baby one. Like I said, I feel like we did end up using mostly everything from our baby registry. There was just a few things that I felt like weren't necessary, things we could have waited on, or we just didn't need as much of. Everybody's different, every baby's different, every mom is different. Kind of go by what you think that you need. Another item that I did want to mention that some people love, some people don't love, is a baby wrap or a baby carrier. Some people have their baby in a wrap every single day, all day. I know people love the Sally wrap. I personally don't use a baby carrier that much, or at least not as often as I thought I would. We do use it sometimes when we're out. We do really like the Wild Bird carrier. The Sally baby wrap, I don't think I got the hang of it. I'm sure if I practiced a little bit more, I would have ended up liking it more. But again, we didn't really end up using it as much as I thought we would. So when it comes to expensive things like baby carriers, maybe just wait on it and see if it's something that you would use when baby's here. Another more pricey object is the stroller. I feel like this is another very talked about topic. There's so many different brands of strollers out there, from like super high luxury strollers to more affordable strollers. Again, whatever you can afford, a stroller is a stroller. It's really nice to have. Obviously, it is an essential item. You do need a stroller of some sort just for when you're out and about with a baby. We use our Chico Baby Bravo stroller. We love it. I would say it's very comparable to the luxury brands, but at a much more affordable price. We got it off of Amazon. So sturdy, it rides so smooth. People ask us all the time what we use, and that's the one we use. We love it. It comes with the car seat and the stroller attachment. Love it. I definitely don't think you need to splurge on a $1,500 stroller. That's just my personal opinion. But of course, if it's something that you feel like would benefit your life and it's something that you have always dreamt of, go for it. Again, I do want to reiterate that as long as a baby has a comfortable place to sleep, food in their belly, and a loving mama, that's really all they need. A lot of this stuff is just helpful. It's really helpful whenever you're a first-time mom. It's really helpful when you're a second-time mom. It's just nice to have these things, but they're definitely not a necessity. Okay, I'm sure there are things that I'm leaving out, but I'm gonna go ahead and end off the video here because he's almost done with his bottle. And like I said before, all of these items that I've mentioned today are in my Amazon storefront, linked down in the description box below. I have my entire baby registry on there if you guys want to shop that. I also have some of like Jack's favorites listed on there, as well as what I'm getting him for Christmas this year. So if you guys are interested, definitely go browse my storefront, linked down below. I will also have our Nursery recliner glider chair from Cheetah Living linked down in the description box below. I hope this video helped you out in some way, whether you're a new mom or you're shopping for a new mom. As always, I love and appreciate you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.